Good evening,
Hi, Ben.
Calvin. How are you doing?
Very well. Challenging, but well, it's still
Yeah.
ongoing.
Okay, it looks like everybody's there at their home and doing their job now.
Absolutely. Glad to have business running.
Yes, good. Okay, so today I have interviews in my showroom, B2B showroom talk, and I have an honor to invite you to talk about the industrial products sourcing. Okay, and
Sure. Yeah.
to the people who are new to me and on this channel, then I'm running a B2B showroom talk, and I'm talking to different buyers and different suppliers and get their views of what happenings and
Right.
to keep the industry going. So Kevin, I know you very well, but would you like to introduce yourself a little bit? What you're doing, in what company, what kind of background you are?
Yeah. Times is going fast, but I've been working on this company, which is globally, we would say, number one tools company in the world. It's 160 years old. It's
That's right.
long history, American companies like Stanley, Black and Decker.
Yeah.
Been in this industry for long, not long enough, but at least 16, 17 years already here in the company. Before that, I'm actually uh, industrial background as well on metals.
Yeah, right. I think back to the time we meet together, we were working in Black and Decker. It's still not Stanley, it's Black and Decker, and it was like 13, 14
Mm-hmm.
years ago. Yeah. So you were buying. I remember you were buying accessory at that moment, and
Yeah.
and then you changed from a little bit from sourcing to product management, and then you are heading the business unit, as I understood, right?
Right. So it's interesting. Would the changes have been very interesting, because I've been working 16, 17 years, but at the same time, but I've been moving around, staying in China for a couple of years, and US and Hong Kong. So and then different business unit as well, from electronics, power to accessory, power tools, and to, so it's been interesting moving around different business unit, and I'm moving from operation, sourcing, and orders, and to now I'm actually product marketing and sales roles. It's quite interesting background and history.
Yeah, right. But when you say you are sales and marketing, I understood that you are also taking care of the supply selection and like supply strategies. Am I correct?
Yeah, it's a little breaking up. Ben, can you repeat one more time? It's a little breaking up.
Okay. I mean, having said that, you are working on the sales and marketing capability, but you are still having influence or even in charging the supplier strategies and supply selection. Am I correct? So you are both buyer and seller at the same time.
Perfect. Yes.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's make it perfect.
Because I went. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's make a perfect interview ease for me. So I'm very interested to talk to people who is actually doing both sides of the business. To our audience, can you tell me what you're looking for? I mean, what kind of supply would be interesting to you? Like, what are you buying, or yeah?
Yeah, we are buying significant volume around, right? It's at least 100 million to 150 million range. So, selecting a supply is very critical for us. Obviously, we're looking for, especially for Asia, we're looking for a supplier to be consistent, right? I think that one of the challenges we have, when we get partner with starting foreign, it always good, right? But when times goes, we're starting to see variation. That's a very, very common mistake that we can see for I'm not mentioning about in China, but also for across Asia. That we want a consistency in general. Yeah. So we don't want a golden sample. Then we come up with something different moving forward. When we come with more business moving up. At the same time, so we do have a very stringent measures there to make sure that we understand the vendors, from not just knowing the people, but also the process and manufacturing process and quality control. So we have audits to make sure we find the right partner for little long term, because we don't want to invest for 1 to 2 months and shift to another partners, right? So that's very critical to have a long term consistency in terms of price, in terms of performance, in terms of quality.
Right. I think reliability is still the number one importance for any kind of supplier selection. The good thing is that
Absolutely.
yeah, the good thing is that in an organization like yours, you have a very strong resource to support everything you're looking for. That is very different from a smaller company, I believe. But still, I think the theory behind to supply selection is still the same, which is very, very important.